Welcome back to the GSL Code S Updates.
I love just like staring at the screen and then I see the top of my head. That's always awesome. I'm good at this.
You are good at this, Artosis. So we are going to go to the losers match shortly here. I have to say, I right now am really worried for DRG.
Are you? Solar against DRG, I could see it going either way. I'm going to lean with Solar just slightly, but if DRG took it, it wouldn't be like a gigantic surprise to me.
But if DRG wins from there, do you think he goes on to
no,
win? You think Rain's just going to...
I think Rain beats DRG for sure, and I think that Solar beats Rain in the rematch. Like, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I don't think Rain's going to come out of here, man, which makes me sad because I love the guy. But you know, if you were in this group, I wouldn't think you were going to come out either. And I love you even more than I love Rain.
If I was in this group, you should be very shocked I made it into Code S.
That's actually like, whoa.
Yeah, way to go, Tasteless. We're just so proud that you made it this far.
It's pretty sick.
We haven't seen any white dudes get this far in a long time, and somehow you did it, Tasteless. Yeah. I think I'd be okay taking my losses very quickly and then going back up here, casting from there. So I guess from downstairs we are having an interview right now due to audio issues. Right now we can't get that here, so we are just going to talk.
Yes.
How you doing, man? Hey.
I'm doing really well,
buddy. How's it going?
Actually, you know, I always play my Nintendo DS on the subway rides that I take around Seoul because we don't own cars.
We don't own cars.
Yeah.
Don't need a car in Seoul.
And I was playing the Legend of Zelda game, the new one.
Not the Ocarina of Time remake?
No. There's like a brand new one for DS. For some reason, I can't think of the name right now, but it was like really good. Very easy, unfortunately. Like they really made.
Well, did you
like,
beat it and then it unlocked like a harder difficulty?
I don't.
I always have a hard time
remember.
whenever I pick up a game. By the way, and I see that like, do I want it on normal, hard, or expert? Because sometimes you'll pick hard or expert because you're thinking like, oh, I'm really good at games, and then it's actually too hard. Or
yeah, I did that.
You do it on normal, and then it's too
me.
easy, and you don't want to play the game and try to beat it again.
But no, exactly. It's kind of a pain, and actually that factors into the story. But so, anyways, I finished that game because I like had some plane flights and I had subway rides and stuff. So I finished it because that's generally the only time I really get to play it. So I got a new game, Shin Megami Tensei 4, I think it's called.
I've heard of that. I don't even know what genre game that is.
It had like it's like an RPG. It is an RPG. And it had like really good reviews. I knew nothing about it.
Is it awesome?
It's pretty awesome.
I haven't played a good
RPG in a while. At first, it was so hard. I so didn't understand what was going on at first. It was so hard. I sat there and I died like... How many times did I die in a row? Like 20 times in a row.
If you want to play a game that's hard...
And then eventually I figured out, I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you download a Hotline Miami yet?
No.
I got that a while ago. I'm actually going to play that on stream. That game is like hard and violent, and awesome.
It's everything you like.
It's everything that I am. So
yeah, you're so violent
and hard. So I would recommend that one. That's like a game you'd probably beat like in a day or something. But I downloaded I had never played it. I downloaded Skyrim a while ago. That was a mistake. I don't have enough time on this earth. I actually started playing it and started getting like stressed out. I'm like did I do everything in this town? I've been in this town for like 2 hours and like
wow.
No, it's like the game is so big. It's so big. I mean, I knew that.
Is it big?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
But I'm like, whoa, that's actually this is like too much. I needed something for where I am at in my life, like something linear.
Yeah.
Something I could just beat over a weekend, you know. Because you need different games at different points in time. You know, if you're talking about single-player stuff, you're like, okay, am I in the mood for, like, tactical RPG? This might take, you know, like 60 hours to beat. Do I have that much time?
I do.
Or do I have,
do.
You know, do I want to play
one single-player game at a time? I start one, and then I just finish it out.
I occasionally don't finish a single-player game. If I just decide it sucks. I used to have this rule when I was much younger that I would beat every game I bought, and eventually I realized that I don't have enough time on this earth, and some people don't make good games.
I had a rule like that with books, and then I got this one book, and I was on it forever.
What book?
I can't even remember it. It was like some book. It was like the other fantasy books I was reading, but it had a bunch of short stories in it. Short stories, and it just wasn't. It was just
not doing
such
it for
complete
you.
garbage.
I just started reading.
That was the first book I ever put down.
I started reading The Stand by Stephen King.
Yeah.
That book is pretty damn good.
You sit down to read it?
Huh?
You sit down.
I usually read it running full speed on a treadmill. Funny you ask. But man, that guy writes long books and a lot of them. Pretty impressive. Anyways, on into our game. The loser between these two Zergs is out of Code A in the GSL.
Versus DongRaeGu.
Alrighty.
Hey, remember that movie It?
It. No.
What? This is based on
That?
No, It. Like based off the Stephen King
No.
book. What? That clown?
Why are you angry at me?
I'm so angry at you. I'm shaking with anger.
Yes, I can tell.
There are so many jokes I could make with you right now about that clown.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't
You dropped
see
the
this
ball
movie.
big time.
I guess I did. I guess I messed up. I'm sorry.
Normally when I make these references to you, you're just like on the ball.
Sorry.
It's all right. I mean,
All right, so we actually have a 10 pool here from DRG.
Ooh, okay. Doing the extractor trick shortly after that.
And this 10 pool going to go against what looks like a hatchery first build. So definitely has the potential to kill off this hatchery.
The pool finishes, 4 links start, 2 more will start shortly after that to make 6. There it is. We've got a good showing today, by the way, in the studio.
Is this tomorrow's his birthday?
Happy birthday.
All
I
right.
saw one sign back there in English, but I didn't have time to glance under it. So here come the lings now. Now this is going to be a problem because this hatchery, he's going to make a very important decision here. Like, do I cancel this hatchery or try to save it? And it's going to be pretty difficult to actually save this thing.
Pretty difficult indeed. 8 lings is a lot more than
8
0
lings against nothing.
8 lings against a half-finished pool.
Yes.
And look at that. Even more lings being made by DRG right now. He's committing this pretty heavily.
Okay, and with the Overlord coming in here and getting confirmation of where the pool is at and the fact that it's not even done, this hatchery will be canceled.
Yeah, this will be canceled at the last second.
He just wants to buy time so that there's less harass from the lings here on the drones.
Exactly. And 6 lings starting up in Solar's main. Solar, despite having nothing but drones at over 400 APM. Always fun to see.
I know. This is where you find out APM does not always actually represent something awesome.
Oh my god, a free drone kill right there. Big mess up by Solar. Oh my god.
And gets 2, and then goes back out, not losing a single ling.
2, and he actually...
Wait, the hatchery finished?
And he killed it. But of course, that means that he gets extra larvae from that, and the little guys that run out, the broodlings, can mess up the zerglings a little bit.
Technical term, little guys, though.
Those little dudes.
Broodlings is all slang.
Yeah. All right, so there's actually more lings right now for Solar, so this is going to force DRG to make a couple more, and he's getting speed right now, so Solar has a very limited amount of time he can use these slow lings on the map.
Yeah, speedlings always beat slowlings. So he's going to come back up here, get behind the drone and the queen, or was going to.
Yeah.
And
the drone was in the way.
That will send Solar back to his base to try to recuperate from the damage that he already took in here.
Well, you know what? Right now they have the same drone count. He doesn't have any gas, of course, so he's going to be behind in that way. But he's going to get his second hatchery up significantly quicker, which is going to give him a bit more production. But DRG right now is actually starting to pump out a lot of lings, and he's going to have speed. So we're going to have to see some spines.
Yeah, this might be the second punishment here of that hatchery at the expansion. Now he's making the spines smartly over here where there is some creeps that he can get that the moment that hatchery finishes, he can just have that walk down there. I notice he's pooling lings over here in his main as well. So he's showing Solar about half of his zerglings to make Solar feel much more comfortable. And then right as ling speed finishes, these lings are going to barrel out of the main here, head towards the outside of Solar's expansion and try to do as much damage as humanly possible. And that moment is now.
I think Solar's actually going to hold this.
I think you're right.
Yeah, he's making plenty of lings. He has 11 already, a spine, 2 queens on the ramp. Oh, the spine's a little bit late coming out here, and this hatchery is kind of far from the ramp, so it's a little bit scary. Oh, maybe DRG has a chance to do some significant damage here. He doesn't actually have any transfusion energy. Oh, boy.
But they took a lot of damage coming up there like that. In fact, this might have been a mistake here for DRG.
Yeah, he's going to have to really micro these heavily.
The counterattack here is, like, really scary.
Well, let's see what he can get done with these speedlings. Some pretty good engagements. He's like choosing these little fights against the slower lanes when he can, trying to kill off some drones. Really good micro here by Solar.
Solar's playing so well right now.
Yeah, this is some strong defense. Oh no, that wasn't any good.
Solar well.
That wasn't good. I'm
Solar
so sorry.
good.
And well, Solar looking strong. Definitely has a decent lead after all this.
You can't really blame DRG for running to the man. That could have been a lot more effective, but
well,
that's.
And you know what?
Solar in a pretty nice spot right now.
He definitely cost him some mining time. During that, DRG droned up pretty heavily behind it, so he's actually 7 drones ahead right now. A lot of lings for his opponent, but they don't have speed, so they aren't quite as scary. Like, if Solar had speed right now, DRG would have to throw down a Baneling Nest. Instead, he can just make his own lings, which are going to force slow lings to basically go home after a little bit.
All right, speed lings are going to come up here now. And we just see Solar continuing to kind of do what he can to get these lings back here while taking as little damage as possible. Really goes to show you the power of speed lings against slow lings here.
Yeah. Speed lings way, way better.
Yeah.
Slow lings are actually pretty pathetic, to be perfectly honest.
They're almost painfully bad when you compare the two.
Yeah.
So the third base has not been spotted yet. DRG's third base very close to completion right now. Now, another interesting thing to note is the drone count right now. It's 46 rather to 39 here with DRG behind. Solar's probably just going to stay on 2 bases for a while here with the double Evo chamber wall coming up.
I think he's going to be planning to hit a 1-1 speed roach timing here. And
I think you're right.
With DRG going up to 3 bases and only having 1 evolution chamber, Solar should have a timing attack here that beats DRG. A lot of times you'll see a player in DRG's position because they have a little bit more economy and more larva overall. They'll try to make some extra Zerglings and kind of keep a contain on and build up that roach count. But normally the 1-1 roaches in slightly higher numbers end up winning in this scenario.
Yeah, I believe that DRG is going to have a very difficult time stopping Solar's attack here.
I would say so. And we're actually, because he's already at, it looks like Solar's going up to 54 drones total. And he's just going to chill there, whereas DRG is going to make a few extra drones because, of course, he has that third base. His economy definitely going to be better. Like, for instance, if he holds this attack well, then he'll just win because he has a third base. But it's hard to say if he'll be able to do so. And, in fact, never mind. It looks like Solar actually just wants to take an additional base of his own. And
wow, I really thought he was going to do that 2-base timing there.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we see with double Evo roaches against like a roach ling type of user, but I think that this is fine as well.
The lings though, nice block there, but eventually the lings do slip by. Let's see if they can do some more damage here. They could get the Queen cornered. Nope, Queen goes in between the pool there, and now it's up to the lings to try to take out as many drones as humanly possible.
Yeah, not going to get all that many, but a few. Now, let's talk about this third base just a little bit. I think that this is actually a fine call by Solar as well, because although a lot of those games do go the other way where they attack off 2 bases, by taking the third, this is a lot like in like a PvP, where if you feel like you're ahead and they're taking a base, you take a base and then you can attack. Because then even if the attack doesn't go completely well, you're not dead.
The game's normalized.
Because still, there's going to be a lot of units out for DRG, and he's only 1 upgrade behind. So Solar was ahead in certain ways before, but now he's going to just kind of make his lead bigger. His third base is going to be a little bit slower, but he's going to get another upgrade. And he's going to continue to macro up and get a much bigger force.
So we have both players now powering heavily here with these roaches. Now, when you get to the roach versus roach situations, it's a lot about the angling. The roaches are ranged but don't have a lot of range.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all about getting that proper concave, excuse me.
Now, DRG's third base economy has really kicked in at this point. As you can see, the army supply is significantly higher, about 20 higher at the moment.
Now, usually, also, you can send small numbers of roaches to, like, expansions, for instance, to try to hit them there to force their army to get spread out. But hold on, he's actually just going full-on engagement here. And we now have Solar coming here from behind with a fairly good surround here.
Yeah, this was a good move by DRG, though. He actually got to engage a smaller amount of the roaches and got to kill a few extras off. And
nice job here targeting down the queens, too.
But you know what? We're very close to the rally points of Solar, so he might be able to end up holding this, but DRG continues to rally Roaches down.
Well, also, Solar has his 1-1, correct?
Yeah, he is right now 1-1, and that's against 1-0.
Yeah. And so DRG just barely in the lead here with these Roaches. If he can keep this Roach line coming to Micro perfectly, maybe he can break Solar. And there's your two very different facial expressions for intense Roach Micro.
Yeah, and if we look at these Roach counts, DRG just getting so far ahead. Well, I don't know that there's much coming back here. 26 Roaches to 8, even though we're close to these rally points, even though he's bringing out his drones, he's using his queens. I don't think it's going to be enough, Tasteless. It looks like DRG is going to take game number 1.
And that'll bring us into game number 2, with DRG having a 1-0 lead over Solar with a very well-executed Roach timing here. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's still rallying up. Solar's trying to hold on. See if he can actually stabilize it all. The thing is, there's 3 times as many Roaches for DRG. It's just
also,
it's the travel time.
The number of
that's
queens that were killed too, less larva injects. There's a lot of
actually that's very true.
A lot of factors.
No queens for Solar,
so they just you can't
possibly
recover. I mean, this is gonna snowball so hard.
He has 2-2 now, but I believe we have 2-1 for DRG right now. So he's still only 1 upgrade behind.
And he was going to clean house with the rest of these Roaches. And after this main red Roach force here from Solar is taken out, he cannot rebuild it as quickly because of the lacking number of queens. GG.
Did you ever play Red Rover?
Yeah, Red Rover said Tosis right over.
Well, that guy was a Red Roacher.
Red Roacher.
Send DRG
Send
right
game
over.
2 right over.
Okay, so DRG takes that one off
Red
of the back.
Rover is actually a bit of a dangerous game. I've actually made some of the dangerous games kids play.
I don't even remember what it was.
Red Rover is where you call somebody and they have to run across the field and people hold arms in a chain. And you have to try to break through their arms.
You know what? People are too big of wimps nowadays. I think that game's fine.
Did you play dodgeball when you were a kid?
I was the best. I
was the best too. Oh my God.
I was better than you.
I was so much better than you.
You actually weren't. They had to have the janitor come out to eliminate me. The kid's gonna do it.
My janitor was too afraid to come out and eliminate me.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just summarize that game real quick. One thing I do want to point out, I feel like he should have gone for the 1-1 Roach timing attack. A lot of the ZVZs I've been watching lately.
Yeah, the 1-1 made sense. It seemed like an odd move because you got 1-1 and then you're expanding 2.
Well, the thing is, his third was slower than the third of DRG, so DRG is just going to have this macro boost that kicks in first, and he hit right on that macro boost. Whereas the one advantage that Solar was going to have was the quicker 1-1 upgrades.
I believe, but it was a 30 supply difference when that big attack started. I mean, that's
Something
not enough
like
for like the 1-1 to really kick in.
Yeah.
Especially consider that there was already a +1 attack upgrade there for DRG. Anyways, going into game number 2 here. Will DRG 2-0 this, or will Solar send us to the rubber match? We're going to find out soon here at GOMTV.